Alright people, welcome back to another Xenoverse 2 video. And in this video today, I'm going to be showing you how to masterfully use Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Now with him being a new character, it did take me quite a few hours to be in the training room with him, and that is exactly what I've done, though I can learn the combos and infinites, that sort of thing. So let's get into the video. However, at the start of this video, I am going to go over a few things about this series and about Xenoverse as a game, because so much has changed. So, for instance, Xenoverse 2 is no more. It's not Xenoverse 2 anymore. So a few days ago I posted a video called Xenoverse 2.5 update. Now at the time it was a video that, you know, I was showing you the plus 200 buffs and nerfs that they were adding to the game. However, I didn't know just how much different the game would actually be. So Xenoverse 2.5 is what I'm going to like start just titling it, calling it, whatever, because Xenoverse 2.5 is like it's different now because they changed so much, because you know they actually listen to the request of many people. So they changed so much. So again, I made a separate video about this, and you can have that video link in the description below. That way you can find out more about what they said and what they did and that sort of thing. But I'm just going over a few things because it's crucial to this video, to this series, and to your overall new experience with the gameplay. So like the frames are different, right? So what that means is, that doesn't mean if you do a square combo it'll look different. That means that if you try to like use the frames the same way how you did in the past, it won't serve you anything good. Well, that's clean. My bad, I got off topic. Also, if you use the invincible back hits, that for instance Jiren and Ultra Instinct Goku, they both had invincible back hits. There were quite a few other characters that had it as well. None of them have it now. They completely removed it. They also changed like the lag. Well, the lags was always based off the frame, so now that some of the frames are different, the lag is different as well. Like I was like moving, and then like somebody hit me with like a double tap savage strike, and it shouldn't have touched me, but it did. Someone knows, they were just like this far away, held triangle, and it totally touched me. You know, I'm attacking my opponent and I'm getting hit from like this far away. Again, the lag, you know it's a different game when the lag is different. Because Xenoverse 2 lag has been sketchy since the game dropped. We've all experienced it, we all know it, we all confirm that to be true. However, the lag itself is different now. Like it's, I don't want to say it's more laggy or less laggy, but it feels different. So yeah, with that being said, this series I'm going to show you how to master these characters. Now this series doesn't include any room for your morals or anything like that. So if you're one of those, again, I go over this in my previous video, or in the video that I'm going to link in the description for you. But if you're one of those players that, you know, think it's cheap to use key cancels or like infinite combos, this series ends it for you. If you're one of those characters that believe that, but you're willing to change your perspectives on things, this is for you. And if you obviously are okay with doing those sorts of things, this is definitely for you. So with that said, that's basically all I wanted to go over before we actually get into it. Yeah, so also, if you want me to do a certain character sooner rather than later, let me know in the description below, and I'll be happy to you know, make a video about it within like 48 hours or something, depending on how experienced I am with that character. Let me see. Okay, I was just trying to see something. I thought this would be unblockable, because you see that, like that key thing? That would have been great if it was unblockable. But his square triangle does that animation, and I'm not sure if it means anything. Yeah, I don't think it means anything. Yeah, so anyways, let's get into it. So obviously the health bar, the key bar, and the stamina bar, you can pay attention to that yourself. See, good amount of health, 10 bars of stamina. Be sure to use that wisely. And 5 full things of ki plus almost 1 more extra thing of ki. So with that said, let's get into these attacks. Right off the bat, I can tell you, blazing attack, I'm not going to use that yet because, and I'll wait to use that after I explain the super soul, because blazing attack, that increases the damage of your attacks for the rest of the battle. So as long as you use blazing attack, you know, you'll do more damage for the rest of the battle, and that'll throw off people's numbers. So I won't use that yet because I don't want to confuse anyone with the numbers that you're going to see of my combo damage. So burst stinger. Burst stinger is completely unblockable. As you can see right here, we have it on auto just guard. So even with the ki blast, you know, auto just guard, even with the running attack, basic attack, use auto just guard. But if you activate burst stinger, completely unblockable. As you can see, still have on auto just guard, and without the super soul being activated, it does basically 2,000 damage. And you can see that's still a decent amount of damage. It's very fancy. It's a beautiful technique. I like it. That looks clean. And I really enjoy the fact that it's unblockable. So when you're fighting those players like this, you know the ones that just block the whole match, feel free to hit them with that burst stinger. Other than that, let's move on to raid blast. Again, we're skipping over blazing attack because you know, activates a super soul, and we don't want to do that just yet. So with raid blast, it can be used one of two ways. It can be used in the air and in the ground, or on the ground. Oops, the guy here on just guard, deactivate that. So when you use it in the air, it's in its weakest form, because when you use it on the ground, he does like 30 plus more pummels. Like, it is ridiculous. It is a beautiful technique. I love it. It's gorgeous. Let me show you what it looks like. So when you're in the air, it does 2,300 damage. It only does 12 hits, right? So you see the combo is at 12. However, when you're close to the ground or on the ground, it does 36. So when you're close, so as you can see right then and there, we weren't exactly on the ground, but we were still pretty close to the ground, and that gave us the opportunity to, you know, use it as efficiently as possible, maximizing that damage. And again, when you're on the ground, still does the same amount, which is, you know, 34, 36 hits. It should do 36. I don't know why it did 34, but either way, you get the point. Is at its strongest when you actually have used it like close to the ground or on the ground, and that's because, you know, it does, you know, more okay, actually, let me see something. Come on. Okay. So if we use it in the air. Okay. Which is exactly like I said. Okay. I don't know why I did 36, but it's not doing it again. I need to get him to the ground. I don't remember his ground combo. Yeah, so either way, you can see for yourself, it's definitely stronger on the ground, where we're close or on the ground, because he does more inputs. So pay attention to that when you're using it. If you want to maximize the damage of your combo, you need to use Raid Blast close to the ground. However, Raid Blast has an additional feature that it took me a while to figure out what that exactly meant, but when I read the description of the attack, now I understand. So if you actually has two features. So let's turn on that auto just guard again, because it can be unblockable, and here's how. So let's just not log on to anything, and let's just pay attention. So I'm gonna first show you what it looks like when I activate the attack, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I hold the attack. So when I activate it, about that rate of speed, right? Not slow at all, not too slow. However, when you hold it, you can clearly see he charges it up first. So you can clearly see that, and that is a quick amount of, that is a very fast charge. So that's good, that's beautiful. We want that, because when you charge it, it becomes unblockable. So now remember, auto just guard is on, as you can see for yourself, perfect blocking everything. Now, when we don't charge it, it's blockable. But when we fully charge it, you clearly see it still activates, which is perfect. That is what we want. Again, fully charge it even on the ground, then it'll do even more damage, which is what we want. So yeah, keep that in mind when using the attack. Man, this attack is beautiful. However, it does seem to be like when you fully charge it. Let me see. I don't want to say anything just yet. Right, so that's fine. That's good. Right, okay, so here we go. So if your opponent is like blocking it, right? If they're blocking it in some way, shape, or form. So if they block it, but like if you make it like unblockable, it'll do less damage. So it's weaker if you have to use that sort of feature for it, right? So let me rephrase it that way it makes it's simpler to understand. So if your opponent is blocking while you hold down, well, while you use Raid Blast, right? It's unblockable now, but in turn for it being unblockable, it does a little less damage. However, considering it could touch your opponent while they're blocking, that decrease in damage is a-okay with me. However, that's not the only special feature that this move has. So another feature that it has is that if you move the left analog stick in any direction while you activate it, it will teleport to your opponent. Now, as you can clearly see, he still has on the guard, but if you let's see if we can get it to activate. So you don't seem to be able to make it unblockable when you're using that teleporting feature as well. I'm trying it right now. Doesn't seem to be the case. However, when you're not using the teleporting feature and you just activate it, it teleports straight to your opponent. So keep that in mind when using it, because that is beautiful. That means you can be from any distance as long as you are locked onto your opponent. As long as you're locked onto your opponent, you can be like this far away. They won't see it coming. Boom. Right on them, pummeling them to the ground with a 30-something hit combo thing. However, as you see for yourself, just like with the unblockable feature, when you use it from a distance, it is much weaker. Well, it has a decrease in damage, as you can see for yourself right there. So keep that in mind. If you want to fully maximize the damage, that means you have to use Raid Blast while actually using it like in a combo and not making it unblockable. That is how you get it in its strongest form. Otherwise, it'll be a little weaker if you teleport into it, or if you hold it and fully charge it. That way it becomes unblockable. Yeah, so keep that in mind when using Raid Blast. That has 3 features on that one super attack. So again, Raid Blast, if you use it on the ground, that's when it'll do more inputs. So that's one feature. The second feature is if you hold it, if you fully charge it, which it's a quick charge, that's beautiful. If you fully charge it, then it'll become unblockable. That is the second feature. And with the third feature being, if you move the analog stick in any direction and you activate it, it'll teleport to your opponent, which is what you want of the third feature. So keep that in mind when using that technique. It is beautiful, gorgeous. I love it. Now let's get into let's get into burst charge. So as you can see, I'm wasting some key right now. Burst charge, a lot of people whining and complaining about it already. They just don't know how to maximize the efficiency of the move. Fortunately for you, I do. So whether you're so we've all fought those new players, right? Those new players that you can tell that they don't really know what they are doing, because we will be in a fight and we'll be hitting each other, or more like, you're hitting them because again they're noobs, so they're easy to counter and stuff. So you're hitting them and then you're close range, then you're looking at them because you can tell that they're a scrub and you're trying to see what they're gonna do next. Then all of a sudden they start charging. You're point blank range. It's like, I could break your stamina right now and you're just gonna charge in my face. Like, you can tell that they don't know what they're doing. However, this move is for those types of situations, because this move, it gives you less ki quicker, because the way it works is it's not maximum charge in no way, shape, or form. So the longer you hold it, the slower it takes to get ki. A lot of people want to, you know, complain and moan about that, but that's not a bad thing at all, because that means that it is much. I keep activating it. My bad. That means that when you need quick ki to, like, let's say you need to do a super attack, right? So like you can legit be like this far away, right? Hurry up, get that ki, and now, boom! Now you can teleport to your opponent because you didn't even have a ki bar. So again, how to use it? Let me show you that again. So again, I want to teleport to my opponent. Hurry up, get that quick ki. Boom! Now it's teleporting to my opponent, do some damage. Look at that. That is beautiful. Again, this burst charge, it's meant to give you less ki quicker than more ki, because even if you like hold it down to try to get max ki, you can't. It'll only allow you to get 3-4 ki bars, and then it'll stop automatically. So keep that in mind when using it. It's literally a burst charge. So a burst is like a short duration, so that means you need to use it for a short duration to maximize the efficiency of the charge. So keep that in mind when using it. Another thing, burst stinger can be used while moving. I forgot to mention earlier, so I'm mentioning it now. As you can fully see, we're dashing, and you know, this is us, you know, dashing, well, flying around. This is the dash. You can't use it while dashing, otherwise you just do that. Again, you cannot use it while dashing. Can't use it with the additional input of the dash, but you can use it while flying. So that is a cool feature of it. Obviously, you know, you still gotta be close, but you can fly into them and then do something like that. So that is an additional feature of burst stinger that I forgot to mention earlier. But so that's it for the super attacks. Again, we're going over blazing attack at the end, solely because I don't want to confuse anyone with the damage numbers that I'm going to be giving off if I were to use blazing attack now. So let's get into the ultimates. Beautiful by far. Super Galagon, it got a damage buff, so even when you're without fully charging it, it does around 7,500 damage, and that is gorgeous. We want that, we love it. And when fully charged, again, his super soul isn't activated, so obviously with the super soul being activated, it will do even more damage. But without the super soul being activated, it still does around 12,000 damage. But when you fully have stacked up the super soul 3 times, it'll do around 15,000 damage. So I'll be sure to show you that later. Prominence Flash, beautiful technique. Beautiful technique. Set around 8,000 damage. Let's see if it's unblockable. Actually didn't even know if it was unblockable, so let's see. So it is blockable, unfortunately. It'd be nice if you could do like an additional input or something and make it unblockable, but that doesn't seem to be the case. But even with it being blocked, you can clearly see it's doing a decent amount of damage. So even that's with it being blocked. But however, we're about to stop blocking it, that way we can look at that damage. Here we go. So again, does around 10,000 damage. Beautiful technique. Beautiful technique. I mean, look at that. You can just see the fury in that ultimate. Like, that is gorgeous. But alright, folks, so that's it on the evasive and super attacks. Obviously explosive waves is the evasive. It takes up 3 stamina bars to use. That's normal, and you know, it's no extra feature about it, anything like that. It's just an evasive. But yeah, so now let's get into the super soul. So Super Saiyan God Vegeta super soul is called pathetic. All right, and for the key, when you know charge the key, it is the rust key form. That also got a buff too. The longer you hold it, it'll do even more key balls, so keep that in mind when using it. But so what this super soul does, when using blazing attack, the move we've been waiting to use, it will increase the, now this is for the rest of the match. So if you have a 15-minute match, you know, it's not temporary. So as long as you use it and activate it, that super soul stays activated permanently. So when using blazing attack, it boosts the damage of the melee skills, the ki blast base skills, and the amount of ki restored, which means, you know, when you're fighting and stuff like that. So and it says can be stacked up to 3 times. And also, in case you were wondering, the limit burst is auto justice. So now let's use the actual blazing attack and show you what it is. So blazing attack, interesting move. As you can see right there, we just use it. It doesn't even have to connect. You just have to activate it. But as you can see, the pathetic super soul has been activated now, which means all my damage has just increased medium. Now let's do it again, and I'll actually show you the damage it gives off. You can see 3,800. That's not bad at all. And for that very cool attack, boom, that is beautiful. Now, as you can see, I did it the second time, and it did 3,800 damage, right? But now that the super soul has been activated 3 times, which means this is as maximum of efficiency as this super soul can have, it does 4,200 damage. That is beautiful. So now all the attacks are stronger when it comes to super attacks and ultimates. So now let's look at that damage of a fully charged super Gallic gun, because I told you I'll show you this earlier. So with the super soul activated all 3 times, again 15,000 damage. Beautiful. Even Prominence Flash. Does around 14,000 damage. So that's beautiful, and it's faster to activate than Super Gallic Gun. So keep that in mind when using it, because you don't have to, like, you know, fully charge Prominence Flash or anything like that. Now obviously all the super attacks are stronger as well, so I'm not even gonna have to waste time on that, because this has been going on long enough. So now that we've gone over the super and ultimate attacks, and again, I just want to restate that earlier statement. When you use blazing attack, it'll activate the pathetic super soul. However, you only need to activate it 3 times to maximize the damage, or to maximize the efficiency of the super soul, because it can only be stacked up to 3 times maximum. So now that we've already done that, that super soul remains active for the rest of the duration of the match. Now let's get into these combos. Again, in my other videos when we're not using new characters, or maybe I will, I don't know, because I mean it is different, so I might just be nice and do it for people. I don't really show y'all, like, you know, every combo or stamina break, but I will show you every combo with Vegeta, well, every basic attack combo, and then I'll also show you a few stamina breaks, just so you know you can have some fun using like a pro and train with them. So we're gonna start out with my favorite combo, the triangle square one. Now obviously it brings them to the ground, which means you can use a super attack right after, and I'll show you that later, but I just want to go over all the combos first. So that was the triangle square combo. This is the square combo right here. Again, brings them to the ground, which is perfect, which means, you know, we can maximize the damage of Raid Blast. However, not blazing attack, the triangle combo, it doesn't knock them to the ground, it knocks them away. You can't do that after it. However, as you can clearly see, as long as you give it that additional input, you can even use Raid Blast. So that is beautiful. So raid again, I said Raid Blast, my bad, I meant Raid Blast. So again, as long as you activate that additional input, and that additional input, you just have to move the left analog stick. So whether you're on the Xbox or PlayStation, just move the left analog stick while you activate it. I generally move it forward because that's where my opponent's facing. But as you can clearly see, when you do that, move it forward, it'll teleport you over your opponent. You can pummel them to the ground with that move. So that's beautiful. That's good. We like that. That was a triangle combo, triangle square combo, and the square combo. Now let me show you the square combo. This is beautiful. I love this attack. Look at that, 9,000 damage just from that one combo with one super. And I'll just show you the combo. Oops, I messed it up. This is the full combo with no super attack. Again, most of his combos literally brings him to the ground. That way you can use, you know, burst stinger. That way you can use his super attacks. But, you know, Raid Blast could be used at any range, so keep that in mind when using it. Yeah. So now that we've gone over the basic attacks, all you have to do is connect the supers. Now I'm about to tell you how to maximize the efficiency of this character. So you have quite a few. You have a few options. So obviously with any infinite combo, you could do the key blast, keep the combo going. You could do now again, when you do the key blast, keep the combo going, that only works when they actually hit the ground first. Otherwise they'll just roll out of it. You could do that, or you could do the combo again. Oops, I actually double clicked it, but you get my point. So you have that option, but with the character as fancy as this, that might just be, that's too basic. You know what I mean? If you don't have the key to use a super attack, then I understand. I would even do it myself. But if I have the key to do a super attack, I'm definitely going to use it, because as you're about to see, it's way stronger. So obviously this is how you keep the infinite combos going. But with the super attack, you have a few options. So if you have 2 key bars, you can use blazing attack. Otherwise, if you have 1 key bar, you can use burst stinger or raid blast. However, if you knock back your opponent, that's the only time you can, well, the only super attack you could use is raid blast, because that is the only one that can be used at long range. So let me show you what let me just show you, like, the damage of, like, burst stinger and like a combo. See, knock it to the ground, 10,000 damage. Beautiful. That is gorgeous damage, yo. That is literally a full health bar. That 9,000 damage, and that's a very clean technique, considering is basically like he's throwing, like, I don't know, some sort of like not Gallic gun, big bang attack, because you can see it's like a ball. Oh my god, that would be like yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use that attack for photo mode, folks, because that is beautiful. That might even be the thumbnail. But yeah, you clearly see for yourself. It's like a one-handed orange big bang attack. Is beautiful. So yeah, feel free to use that in the combo as well. Why did I keep messing up? Obviously, raid blast on the ground. Oh damn! Gorgeous, 11,000 damage, well over an entire health bar. That's just for one combo, folks. That's one combo. That is one triangle square combo with the freaking with just one super attack. So now obviously the same thing can be applied to the other combos as well, but we're just using triangle square one as a demonstration. So that is how you use his super attacks with him. And again, I'll show you this just in case a few of you a little lost. Again, to use raid blast is the only super attack you can use at long range. And how you do that is you let me see, right, because when you use this at long range, it doesn't have that range or anything like that. But raid blast, all you gotta do is move that analog stick in any given direction, and you can literally teleport to your opponent. Beautiful, beautiful, good. Okay, folks, so now that we've gone over that, now let's talk about unvanishables. I haven't found any. I'll be straight up. I looked for them. That's like the only one that's just a universal. That's just a knockback though. But I couldn't find one for like a combo. Let's see if we can even use prominence class like that. So as you can see, prominence class takes a while to activate. Completely misses. Yeah, so there's like no. Yeah, so you clearly see opponent gets out of it. Clearly see. Oh, okay, so the triangle combo, perfect. Okay, so the triangle combo is a good unvanishable combo. So that means that you can activate that triangle combo, knock the back, activate that ultimate, super Gallic gun, there you go. And let's see if we can also use prominent flash that way. Yeah, it takes too long to activate. Let's try one more time just in case. Yeah, so there's nothing you can do. Ooh, damn, that shit lasts a while. But yeah, so yeah, you can't use Prominence Flash in like an unvanishable combo, but you can use Super Gallic Gun, and I just showed you it. Now let's get into Stamina Break. His one tap Stamina Break. So for instance, his one tap Stamina Break is you know, one tap and then you hit him. But I'm not really sure how well that'll work online. I have yet to confirm it actually. But just in case, there you go, in case that does work. Otherwise, you could do like this one, and you can clearly see it stuns your opponent. And just to show you the inputs, all I'm doing is just rushing into a square triangle, Stamina Break, and you're good to go. And I'll show you that it even works in the air. So, you know, that's a nice Stamina Break. It's pretty fast activated. Again, I'm not one of those people that plays with the recovery off, because when they do that, they're showing you false combos, and then you're going into the game think you got this new cool combo, you try to use it online and it doesn't work because they're using false combos. I don't do that. I show you with recovery on, that way you can see it clearly works. Another one, you know, you could use, you know, the square 5 times one. I'll even show you that it works in the air. So that's nice. Again, I would probably stick to this one though, because it's faster activated, and obviously, you know, you can increase that triangle. You know, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Clearly see. Obviously, those are a few stamina breaks. I couldn't find. Let me see. Oops. Let me see something. Yeah, I couldn't find any heavy stamina breaks. Combos. Like even the universal one. Let me see, where is it? Bro, it's not. Why am I messing up my inputs? I can't even. Come on now. Bro. Come on. Yo, it's like really not let me. There we go. Yeah, so even with that, you can clearly see it takes too long to activate. Now the light one works just fine. So there goes another stamina break combo for his light one. But his heavy, I'm gonna have to find something. I don't have anything yet, but I will definitely either add something to the description when I find it. I'll add it to the comments down below when I find it, or perhaps I'll even make a new video where I just show you, you know, hit the stamina break. Either way, I'll let you know. But yeah, for now, you know, the freaking light stamina break combos, that'll get you just fine. You're good to go. So yeah, folks, that is that's basically it. Well, we'll go over a few more things just so I can give y'all some helpful tips and advice. The grab is this. That is a nice grab. Does 2,000 damage. Can you combo after it? Let's see. And you can combo after it. Wow. Let's see how it looks when you're fully on the ground, though. I mean, in the air. Cause I know what like Future Gohan, his like straight up drags you to the ground. So that just damn. Oh yo. Wait. Hold on. Does it like fully like throw you on the ground no matter how high you are? Trying to get him in the air. Okay. So you see. Oh my god. Okay, we can go a little higher. Come on. Oh, this dude. Come on, roll up. Okay, so now we're at the height of the map. Clearly see can't go up any higher unless we left the map, you know, out of map glitch. But if we grab, it straight up throws them like all the way down. So wow, that's great. That is you can use that to your advantage, because if your opponent is like a full user, so they're sticking to the top of the map to keep their easy infinites going, you can grab them. That way you can use that to your advantage, because again, his attacks works best when on the ground. So that's why his grab is so powerful, in that it throws them like as far down to the ground, because it's all about getting to that ground with God Vegeta. So because his attacks works best that way. Obviously, you don't have to. You can still win perfectly just fine without being on the ground, but that's just something to give you a little advantage. You know, if you wanna fully be like as efficient with this character as possible, try to stick to the ground. Cancels. So as you can see, his square cancel does that. It does like, you know, the fast hit. So let's look at that again. So you can see right there, it's like boom, 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 right there. Again, it's like boom, 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 and then you cancel out of it. That's nice. That's fast. It's not really good if you need additional duration. Like if you know, if like your opponent's like doing this, it might touch them. Again, these are new frames. Who knows what's possible now? But keep that in mind when using it. It is a pretty fast square cancel. So this cancel is the square triangle one. A little slower because, you know, you have to do that triangle, and you can clearly see he spins. So and then he does that spin, and then, you know, he like, what is that, like an elbow? Yeah, that's an elbow. That's clean. So you keep that in mind when using it. That square triangle cancel. It's also fairly fast, and it seems to be the same amount of speed as the square one cancel takes. He does not have an elbow, but he has like a left hook, so you might be able to use that as efficiently as you would use like an elbow stun. So keep that in mind when using it, or like, you know, a knee stun. Yeah, so clearly see there's a nice he has a nice stun attack as well. Yeah, so that's yeah folks. Okay, we reached the end. We have reached the end. That's literally it. I've gone over all the super attacks. I've gone over all the ultimates. I've gone over the combos. I've showed you how to use Raid Blast in a long range combo. I've showed you an unpunishable with Super Gallic Gun. I've shown you stamina breaks. I've shown you combos. Again, I said that. I've shown you the grab, and I told you a few things. Showed you, you know, the cancels, that sort of thing. So yeah, folks, what you need to do now. Okay, so let me tell you what's about to happen. I'm going to tell you what I'm about to tell you, and then I'm going to tell you what you should do, and then I'm going to tell you what you need to do. Well, no, okay, let me rephrase. Let me start over. I'm going to tell you what you have to do, and then I'm going to tell you what you're going to do, and then I'm going to tell you what you should have done, and then I'm going to tell you what you're going to do next. So there's 4 things I'm about to tell you. 1, starting off, what you need to do. You need to hit that training room. You need to have this video on your phone, on your Kindle tablet, on your iMac computer, on your Windows laptop, whatever, on your extra TV. You know, have this video playing while I'm in. Listen, pay attention to the things I'm saying, and test out the features. That way you can get good with them yourself. So you need to head to that training room, practice around with the stuff I've provided to you in this video, and then that's what you need to do. However, what you're gonna do, you're gonna watch the video, perhaps hit in the training room for a good 5 minutes tops. Then you're gonna try to fight people. Then you're gonna see you're not really too good with them. You know, you're low key getting your ass whooped, which is fine because you're inexperienced with them, because you're just excited to use him since he is a brand new character. Now, that's what you're going to do. What you should have done was listen to me. Should have went into the training room, kept rewatching the video, kept skipping a certain parts the way you can master those parts too. You know, that way you can fully get the experience and, you know, good training with them. And then what you're going to end up doing is just that. Some of you is going to end up doing just that. The rest of you, they're going to end up just staying with him in PvP, calling him trash because you don't know how to use him and you don't feel like, you know, taking the time to actually learn how to use them. So yeah, but anyone that calls God Vegeta a reskin or a trash character, they don't know what they're talking about, because he is a great character. He's not reskinned at all. Okay, his outfit is like the only reskin, but people kept saying he would have, like, you know, reskin combos, and that is definitely not the case. But yeah, folks, that is it for today in this video with Super Saiyan God Vegeta. This is how you maximize the efficiency with him. This is how you use him beyond that of a pro skill player. Like, this is how I'm using him. And you know, I like to beat on people. So yeah, folks, that's a wrap for today for this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. If you want me to do a character next, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have any you know, anything else you want to say, again, comment section down below. Also, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this DLC with these new characters and how you feel about them. You know, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And on that note, I'm going to end with a very good Prominence Flash. Let's enjoy this beautiful opening.